Hi folks, welcome to my module 1 lecture 1 of the video series on Introduction to Data Structures in C. Today we will be looking at structure of C program and the concept of keywords. Given here is a code snippet of a C code. As you can see, the entire C code can be broadly classified into 7 distinct sections. The first one is called as the documentation section. All the documentation part are basically documented using a double backslash. It is the documentation section where the programmer basically gives an overview of the C code. He generally gives his name, the timestamp, the functionality of the program, the input required, and the output that can be obtained from the C code. The documentation section is not mandatory but is highly recommended. The next block is called as the pre-processive directives, also called as the link section. It is the pre-processive directives which enable the programmer to make built-in functionalities available at a later stage. The built-in functionalities are basically provided in header files, which are also called as pre-processive directives. The header files are associated with a general specific or a specific set of functionalities. So every functionalities have an associated header file. In order to enable this functionality, the programmer has to include that particular header file in the pre-processive directive part. Next is the definition section. In the definition section, the programmer basically defines constants which have a certain meaning. These constants are later used in the main program or subsequent functions so as to have a greater inference of what is happening in the code. Next is the global declaration part. In the global declaration part, the programmer basically declares functions and global variables. The global variables declared in this part can be used by the main program or any other subsequent functions. The functions declared in this part are only enable the processor or the compiler to get an inference or meaning for this particular function. Next is the main section. The main section consists of the main function, and the main function basically consists of variable declaration part and body of the function. It is the variable declaration part where the programmer declares or identifies all the variables that need to be used in the later part of the code. He can also initialize the variables in this part of the code. In the body of the main function, the programmer basically encapsulates the functionality of the main code. Next comes the function definition part. The functions which are declared or defined in the global declaration part are defined here. What it means is the functions which are declared or given a name in the declaration part are given some functionality. So function definition part basically encapsulates the functionality of all the functions which are declared in the global declaration section. So that was a brief overview on the structure of the C code. Looking deeper into the structure, we see that there are something called as variable names, function names, and keywords inside the C code. The variable names and function names are called as identifiers. The identifiers are something like general nouns in a given language. Identifiers is the part where the compiler basically looks in for information if the identifier is a variable or a constant, or functionality if the identifier is a function name. So it is a memory block where either information or functionality is stored. Then what we have what is we call as keywords. Keywords are like verbs in a general language. These are action words. So let us look into what is keyword. So as we have seen in C language, every word is either a keyword or an identifier. The names given to variables and functions are referred to as identifiers, whereas keywords are a set of words where the compiler acts on. Keywords follow a general set of rules. Keywords are always lowercase in letter, are written in lowercase letter. Keywords cannot be changed by a programmer. Keywords cannot be used as variable names or function names or array names. In C program, basically there are 32 keywords. I strongly recommend you to go through each one of these keywords and get to know their functionality or associated action. This forms a major part in understanding the C functionality or C program. Let us take the example, say for example int as the keyword. So if the programmer writes int n is equal to 4, the compiler understands and executes the line of this code. It basically infers this as there is a variable, integer variable called as n, which gets the value 4. At the same time, if the programmer writes number n is equal to 4, it might be understandable for the human or the programmer. But the compiler fails to understand this, as number is not a keyword. So the concept of keyword or understanding of the keyword becomes a major parameter in basically communicating with the compiler. So that's all for today, folks. Thank you and stay with me for my next lecture.